Alright, so a while ago I posted a video about this Growler, Growler number 110. A guy called me up after watching one of my YouTube videos, and he wanted to know if I'd do some work on it, get this thing cleaned up for him, get it, you know, just it'll be, you know, an everyday, not really an everyday driver, but just, you know, he's going to use it mostly in parades and stuff like that, and just to jump in to go kind of run down to the street and have some fun in it. But he just wanted it to be dependable, get rid of the leaks, make sure there's nothing bad coming up on it. So this video, I'm almost done with it. I just have a few more things to do. I start to fix the steering. I just have some issues with the steering, and I think I need to flush out the fluid in it. I've changed the filter, but it just gets kind of sticky and jerky sometimes. And if anybody knows what that is, please comment, let me know what it is. But I've got that and just basic filter changes on the rest of the fuel filter, engine oil filter. I just want to kind of point out some of the stuff I've done. I made a list. There's a lot of small stuff I did. So starting up here, I mean, just little things. You know, the hitch pin. It was just missing the hitch pin holding the winch in. Something like that. If you don't notice it, you can end up driving over that thing on the road one day. Two of the ball joints were bad. They were bent really bad. In fact, let's walk over with the camera. I don't know how this happened. They were either really loose or somebody had a lot of fun. But this ball joint is bent really bad. I took a little bit of digging, but I found a part number for it. Did all 4 axles. I did both CV boots on all 4 axles. They weren't all leaking, but they were all rotted. Small things, you know, these the pins for the hood were missing. It was missing pins for the roll bar. It had 2 of them out of 4. Yeah, it had 2 out of 4 that were still in there. I sourced some pins from a MasterCar, same pin, you know, what was in it OEM. So I got that taken care of. This rubber drain right here in the airbox. What it does, you know, lets moisture and heavier dirt that'll fall down to the bottom can come back out, but it generally doesn't get sucked back in. It'll make kind of a suction here and close this off. But, the canvas for the top had a good tear in it. My neighbor does upholstery, so that worked out perfect. I just threw it over the fence and he sewed it up for me. So I just have to put the top back on. The skid plate underneath, it was a mess. I think I took some pictures of it. If I did, I'll add them to the video here. It had landed on something hard on this thing. There's 2 different types of skid plates for these. This one has the steel skid plates. Mine has the aluminum. I don't know which one's going to be better or worse, but this was tacoed really bad. I was able to actually lay it out and drive over it and flatten it out for the most part. And then the brackets would mount up here underneath the tub. They were twisted in really bad. I straightened all that out. Straightened the flanges right here on the side, and it fits in there pretty good now. So that's taken care of. Fortunately, his rear driveline didn't get bent. His front one has this real slight bend in it. It's not a big deal. I mean, if he was off-roading this thing all the time or driving in the snow a lot, we're using 4-wheel drive, we would have had to do something about it, but he's using it for a, you know, parade vehicle and stuff like that, so you won't even notice. He was missing a console. Well, it wasn't, I guess it's kind of a console plate here, but it's a mount for the radios and also the butts, rifle butts here for these rifle mounts. They go in here, sucks go in here, and then they go up to the plate. He was missing his, so I cut out the plate, painted it up with the 383 Carc paint, and I found the same Allen button head screws like that came stock. And in fact, while I was at it, I did the same to mine. Mine has the mount, but I know I'm going to break an elbow on that thing. That thing is just sticking up right there. So I actually made 2 plates, and I changed mine over to a plate. So it actually gives me room now to be able to put a cooler there or a console of some sort, you know, like a cup holder type thing. I also might need it because I plan on making a rifle mount through here to mount my firearms when I take this out to the desert to go shooting. I installed an ignition switch for him. You know, it takes a key. Just for authenticity, because he's a collector. He wanted to keep the stock start switch on it, so I mounted a key switch over here that will disable the start switch. So you shut that off, take the key out, and this switch here is dead. It won't do anything. So just that way he can go park it somewhere. He doesn't have to worry about someone, you know, riding off in the thing. Come back here to the back, down here inside in the bellows of the beast down there. And you can't see it on his because he has a plate over the batteries. Actually, I reinstalled the plate. It was missing all the bolts, so I reinstalled that. Down inside here is the filter for the air compressor. I sourced a filter for that, and I changed that. I added a battery disconnect switch so that when he has this thing sitting, you know, for weeks at a time or whatever, he can shut that off and disconnect both batteries so that you know, there's no parasitic drain on them. What else? Battery hold down. The battery hold downs were broken. Some of the battery clamps on the batteries were broken. I replaced those too. I switched new ones on. And I guess the best and favorite thing for him and for myself that we did to this thing, we mounted this MK19 grenade launcher on here. Obviously it's a training replica, it's not a working unit. Just for the sake of NSA, I don't know if you can read that. You read that? Yeah, it's a trainer, it's not real. Can't shoot real grenades. We wish we could. If we could, we'd be out in the desert right now shooting some, but fabbed up this rear bracket just to hold the front of the tripod. This is kind of really a ground tripod. And we're hoping to be able to find the ring for it, the 50 cal ring. If we can, then we'll mount it on a 50 cal ring and keep it real authentic. But for now, I just found a way to temporarily mount the rear legs of the tripod. And I made this bracket here so that we can mount the front leg of the tripod. One of the things I tried to do when I designed this rear rack here, or this rear support bar for the front tripod leg, was to try to make it match the original leg that's here as part of the 50 cal mount. You know, it's got the bend in it and stuff like that. So I was afraid if it was too straight up, you know, it just wouldn't look right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about that. Added a tweak to them, so it kind of kicks it in. And it's something I just kind of made real quick. It's almost temporary, hopefully, you know, unless we can find the, you know, in case we can find the correct gun mount for it. Because once we find the correct gun mount, this is coming off, and then the 50 cal mount's going on. But anyways, I just tried to make this one look as authentic, or maybe not authentic, but as like it's part of the vehicle, like it was built for the vehicle originally. So let me know. It works good. It's actually really cool. You stand up there in the back, off the back seats, and that thing it goes around 360. You could pull the pin and you could tilt it up and down. So it's just gonna be really cool, you know, going into parades and stuff like that with this on here. All right, here's the business end of this thing. Or I guess the business end's the other end. This is the fun end, I guess. Open that up, slap your grenade rounds in there. Lower down, lock it down. And let's come back, cock it. Got the gunner sight. Pull the pin out here. And I go to town. Plus, with all the Wuhan stuff going on, I mean, if things get out of control, you know, who's going to stop us if we are running down the street in this thing, right? So, anyways, I just want to put this video together. Alex, I want to thank you for trusting me to work on this for you, and I've really enjoyed working on it. I've learned more working on this, you know, because it has different problems than mine had. So, I hope you're happy with it. I hope it runs good for you, and all the work I did, you know, works out for you. So anyways, that's it. I'm just glad to help this Growler out. This Growler came in, it was running. You know, it had some issues. It definitely had some issues, but now it's ready to go. Once I get the steering done, it's ready to go. This thing will be dependable whenever he wants to take it out to the parade or take it just for a ride down the road. He can just turn the key and go. And hopefully all the systems stay working now. I think so. These things seem like they're going to be really robust. I think the only issues we have is just because of, you know, all they were used for was training and combat, and there's a lot of field repairs done to them, and who knows why some of the things were done, how they were done. I think things were just done in a hurry. Also, once the program came to an end, I'm sure they're saying, well, let's just get these things together so we can get rid of them. You know, why put the effort and the money into them? So, I mean, they all seem to have their issues, and they all seem to need a little bit of TLC. This one's been TLC'd, so it should be ready to go. If you haven't already, like the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I've got more videos coming right now. I've got one on this XR311. This was a prototype built for the U.S. Army back in 1972. It's one of 10 that were built, and it's one of 5 that's still in existence. And it was just sent to me to kind of do what I did to Alex's Growler here, to take it from head to toe and just work out the bugs, clean it up, make sure everything works right on it. So that's going to be a separate video. I'm going to get that one out really soon here, and I'll get a few more videos on this, working on it and then testing it, stuff like that too. So please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.